car, Mike Dunn. Will it look this way when we get there?
Well, it would be unprecedented if they didn't allow the runs that have already gone down the track to stand. They've never done that before, but there's always a first time for everything.
The one thing we do know, V. Gaines coming out of the 12th qualifying spot did have a big-time crash, but he will get back and bring out a backup car. It's an extenuating circumstances, and it is in the rule book he can race.
Yeah, it was definitely in the rule book. If the event had gone on here, obviously you cannot bring another backup car in, but since we're going to Dallas, you will be able to. You see on this side of the ladder, Jeg Coughlin and Jason Line have advanced already, and Jason with that great pass to move him into the second round.
Well, it's going to be a handful when we get to Dallas in just a matter of days for a lot of folks, including Jeg Coughlin and his guys. This is something that basically never happened in your career until the Brainerd event ended up being played out at Indianapolis, and you were part of that. How bizarre is this whole sequence of events?
Yeah, it's definitely bizarre and, unfortunate. We had a great car all weekend here, real consistent through qualifying. Wasn't the best car, but not far off. And to have things play out as they did, it was unfortunate for the fans and all of us. But, we'll move to Dallas, with renewed hope and a renewed focus on the conditions that Dallas brings us. And Mark Ingersoll and Adam Hornberger and Roy Johnson, the whole group have been already studying the notes. So, we've got a big week ahead of us to prepare. And again, 2 races in one will be interesting. This time, we've got to conclude. I've kind of had my head down since we've run. My understanding is we'll conclude the remainder of first round and second round and beyond. So we've got a lot of racing to do, and that's exciting, though. This is the countdown.
Any concerns about they might throw out the 4 pair that did win today and that start fresh in Dallas?
If that's what happens, that's what happens. We've seen stranger things happen on the circuit without question. So if that's the consensus of what happens, then we'll start over and go at it head to head again. So, but I haven't heard the verdict on that.
We heard from Greg Anderson. He was very unhappy after he had lost to you. His car was very loose. Was there instability in your car as well?
Just slightly. Yeah, I think that's probably an understatement. Honestly, the car was really nice through first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, as quick as I said it. As soon as I put it in fifth gear, kind of hopped up. I was going extremely straight. We were ahead of them all the way down the track to that point. Reaction time, every incremental to that point as well. The car started just kind of porpoising a little bit, going straight as a string. About on the 3rd or 4th time, the rear started going left, the front started going right, and I was starting to counter it back. I'm still under full throttle in 5th gear, and about that time, I'm going to the steering wheel for the parachutes naturally. And was starting to counter steer it back to the right, and this thing was about to, like a fuel car, about to tell you what's getting ready to happen. And in pro stock, that's not a good sign. So ended up pushing the clutch in and just kind of coasting through the finish line at a low 660 at 180 miles per hour. So
get geared up for a very busy weekend ahead.
Hey, we're looking forward to it. Trust me.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah, strange one way to talk about this weekend.